No, Shakur signed with Zuffa, so that'll be him moving forward. But I just don't know who they're going to put him in with, because you see, Zuffa are paying it, like, as a business, they're paying these guys 5 times more than anybody else would pay them. To fight who? Like, who are you going to put Shakur? You can put Shakur in with Oshae Foster and give him $15 million?
$15 million? What's 10 more million to them for 4 fights? Come on now. Come on now, they got rid of Live Golf so they can invest more in boxing.
Shakur Stevenson is coming over to Zuffa. Is that any validity to that one?
Did we announce that Shakur Stevenson? No? Possibly. Listen, at the end of the day, I think that everybody's going to be here at Zuffa Boxing.
Eddie Hearn has sent shockwaves through boxing after confirming Shakur Stevenson has signed with Zuffa Boxing. He admitted 54 seconds of disappointment over the move, but still wished Stevenson the very best as he steps into a new chapter of his career right now.
To Shakur, I love him. I said to him, "Been great, mate." But yeah, it's a weird model, and it's a model that's not going to last very long.
Does that mean Shakur's motivation for the sport and being at the best is gone?
No, I think he'll want to be the best, but I think he's been. Look, you get told all different things. They're probably saying to you, "You're going to fight Haney, you're going to fight this guy, you're going to fight that guy," and you know. Yeah, I think Shakur is a legacy guy, but, you know, for now, maybe he gets to win one of those beautiful Zuffa belts.
Reacting to the news, Tim Bradley says this is the start of a Zuffa takeover. He believes the move is backed by major financial power and long-term planning, saying the organization is offering incentive-based contracts similar to major sports leagues' model.
Yo, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest. Yeah, y'all see the news. Yeah. I don't care what Shakur say. I don't care what they all signing the Zuffa. It's the start right now. The Zuffa takeover. Man, shit, you don't think Turkey Al-Sheikh did his homework already? He know how to get these damn fighters. He know how to get them. For the last 3 years, he been getting them. Yeah, he know how to get them. Yeah, once your contract is up, your ass is signing the Zuffa. Straight up. Oh yeah, because they offering big money, big contracts, like NFL contracts. That's what they doing, all with incentives. Yeah, you got to keep winning, King of the Hill style. Yeah, you win, you got the potential to make $100 million.
Tim Bradley doubled down on Zuffa Boxing's arrival, saying the financial backing behind it is massive, making multi-million-dollar deals fully sustainable in the long run in boxing. He said the promotion is investing aggressively and expects more elite fighters to sign soon, calling it a major turning point in boxing's landscape going forward now.
$15 million, what's 10 more million to them for 4 fights? Come on now, they got rid of Live Golf so they can invest more in boxing. Come on now, man, I'm telling y'all, for real. Come to this channel, man, you're gonna get the real, for real. Oh yeah, they all signing the Zuffa, damn it. All of them. The takeover has begun. Zuffa takeover. That stuff in the Senate, oh yeah, I told y'all, that's already passed. Everything that I said, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna come true. For real. Anyways, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, yeah, Shakur, get your ass over there. Tank, stop waiting, man. Yeah, if you got a chance, get your ass over there too, Tank. Yeah, all of them. Anyways, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, get that damn money. And I'm out.
Showbiz highlighted that with Shakur Stevenson joining Zuffa, the big question now is who he fights next, with belief he can take on anyone he wants. He said strong backing behind the scenes is already shaping possible matchups and noted Zuffa is operating as a promotion company with a network deal in place, instead of a traditional fight league right now in boxing world today seen shift.
With Shakur Stevenson signing to Zuffa, of course, you're going to ask this question, same question from Eddie Hearn. And quite frankly, the answer is whoever he wants to fight. Shakur Stevenson signing to Zuffa, he will still be able to fight whomever he wants to fight. And let me tell you why. His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh, he's the billfold for Zuffa. Turkey, there's a lot of fights Turkey want Shakur Stevenson to have. He's had these great plans for Shakur Stevenson anyway. But I know you guys are like, well, Zuffa, isn't that a boxing league? Not yet. Listen, the Ali Revival Act, that hasn't passed yet through Congress. So as of right now, Zuffa is not a league. What Zuffa is
Analyst Fannin has criticized Shakur Stevenson's recent career choices, saying they may have put him in a tough spot going forward. He believes Stevenson now has fewer big-name options available and questions if the long-awaited breakthrough fight will ever actually happen. He also points to missed chances along the way and says his current position looks weaker in terms of commercial pull compared to other top fighters in the division.
As Shakur Stevenson, after a series of very dumb decisions, is now put in a position of either having to fight Devin Haney at 147 pounds, something he does not want to do because Devin, let's be honest, that's a snack baby right there, and going to Zuffa and spending the rest of his career never getting the big fight that he wanted to get. Shakur Stevenson thought he had a big fight against Teofimo Lopez, and that was going to be his breakthrough fight. That wound up not being the case because, to be honest with you, man, the numbers relative to a guy like Gervonta Davis and what he could do with Gervonta Davis was almost nothing.
Fannin breaks down the financial side of Shakur Stevenson's career choices, saying a long-term deal with steady purses could bring in more money overall compared to jumping straight into one high-risk mega fight early on. He believes building momentum through several fights first, before chasing the biggest names, mirrors the approach used by other elite fighters earlier in their careers.
If, say he's getting $5 million a fight. I don't think Shakur is getting that much, but you know, that's what they say. So let's say he gets $5 million a fight, right? Well, he gets a 5-fight deal for $5 million a fight. That's $25 million. If he goes right to Gervonta Davis and he fights Gervonta Davis off the bat, he may get, say he gets 10 million, right? Well, 10 million is less than 20 million, and he can get 5 guys in a row that he knows he's going to beat for sure, and then top off at, you know, with the Gervonta Davis fight. Same thing that his mentor, the person to whom he is a protege, Terrence Crawford did when he fought Errol Spence Jr.
Meanwhile, Oshae Foster said he was surprised by Shakur Stevenson's decision to sign with Zuffa Boxing, especially since everything happened so fast despite earlier rumors already going around. He questioned how this transition will actually play out, pointing out the uncertainty about where the biggest fights will come from and how future matchups will be arranged moving forward in the sport right now.
Yeah, the Shakur Zuffa thing kind of came out yesterday. Were you surprised when you saw that?
Yeah, for sure. But I've been, like, we've been hearing it, like,
yeah,
circulating for a few months, so I wouldn't have been surprised, but definitely how quick it came about, yes.
Knowing what you know about Zuffa, were you surprised initially when you heard that he was going to go there?
Yeah, just because, like, I don't know where the guys go from there, just because all the big fights and everything is kind of on this side. So I guess if he's signing to fight Conor Ben, or, I don't know what, I really don't know. I can't.
Arcane Oshae Foster shared doubts about the idea of introducing new belts and systems in boxing, saying he was raised to respect the traditional titles like the WBC, WBO, IBF, and WBA that hold real history and legacy in the sport. He said it would take a long time, even years, for anything new to earn the same kind of respect and meaning. He also admitted he is still unsure about changing the long-established structure of boxing and where it might eventually.
Can I ask, how do you feel about what they're doing with regards to, like, their own belt and the new Ali Act and, trying to do their own thing as far as boxing is concerned?
Man, I don't know. I honestly don't know, because me growing up, I always watched the champions, the WBC belt, IBF, all them, WBO, WBA, and it's real history and real, like, legends that I looked up to that fought for these belts, and they mean so much to a fighter that it's kind of hard to take that away and try to change the program. It's gonna be years and years of history that they're gonna have to try to make to be able to, replicate what the WBC and everybody has done. But I'm definitely, I don't know. I couldn't see myself. I just gotta say, I don't know. We gotta see.
On the other hand, Oshae Foster has been calling out Shakur Stevenson, with fans closely following their growing rivalry.
I made you quit. Extra 4 rounds. Extra 4 rounds.
Stevenson. On the other hand, Oshae Foster has been calling out Shakur Stevenson, with fans closely watching their rising rivalry.
I don't know. We'll see in the future. I don't know. I'll beat all these guys up, but that dude right there, I really kind of want to beat him up outside the ring.
Stevenson fired back with a sharp warning, saying he would finish Foster within 4 rounds and prove there are clear levels in the game. Oshae Foster also said the problems between him and Shakur Stevenson come down to trust and loyalty issues, calling him two-faced and claiming his attitude changed after they were once on good terms. He said things got worse after what he felt were mixed signals, attempts to rebuild communication, and later incidents around sparring talks and behind the scenes, remarks that he saw as disrespectful and disloyal.
What's the genesis of the issue between you and Shakur? Where does this start?
Just two-faced it, man. Two-faced it. He a two-faced snake, man. That's it. He was trying to be out. I mean, we was cool back then. But then, when certain stuff transpired, we had a little falling out, and then, he came back around and just was like trying to be cool, trying to be friends with me, trying to get me to come over there and spar and everything. And, I told him on the message, like, hey, I don't do no fake kicking it. I'm cool on all that. And next thing you know, I see his little man's calling me out, and then his little man's exposed him, like saying that he been basically telling him behind the scenes that he's gonna help him day in and day out if he was to fight me, and he want to be his main sparring partner. So it was just like a bunch of snake stuff.
Adding more heat to the rivalry, Foster has leaned into the tension around the matchup, saying he stays calm under pressure and turns all that emotion into fuel. He believes all the buildup only makes him sharper, improving his focus and pushing him to perform at an even higher level when it matters most.
Nah, man, y'all know I'm cool as water. They call me ice water, man. I'm gonna come in smooth every time. I like that, I like the build-up. I like the animosity that came with it, and it just raises my game. It pushed me to another level.
Building on that, Oshae Foster feels the fight is coming together naturally and sees all the attention around Shakur Stevenson as a sign of respect. He says no amount of extra preparation will change what happens in the ring, insisting he will prove himself when they finally meet. He also expects demand for the fight to grow even more after his next performance.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I feel like it's setting up. It's setting up exactly how we want it. How God intended for it to happen, and it's just happening like that. I see a lot. He got Wale, Shakur, Grandpa, everybody over there helping him, trying to give him tips how to beat me. I've never seen nothing like it. Like to be real with you, that's how nervous, and they know that I'm the truth. So I just take it as a compliment as well. Like, if you need all that help and all these people feel like they gotta come give you advice and tell you this and that, then that show the caliber fighter I am. So I just can't wait to prove that, like, to show them that none of that's gonna work. And for sure, after this fight, I expect the public, I expect the fans, everybody to demand the Shakur fight.
Meanwhile, Bruce Carrington gave his take on a possible Shakur Stevenson versus Oshae Foster clash, backing Stevenson to get the win. He highlighted Shakur's defensive skills and ring control, saying Foster might find it hard to consistently cause him problems during the fight. He also mentioned the size difference between the two, saying it looks more significant than expected, which further convinces him that Stevenson would likely come out on top in this match.
What's your first, instinct on that fight? Who would win that fight? How's that play out?
I don't know. I think Shakur kind of got him on that one. Honestly, and I like Oshae, man. I like Oshae, but I do think that Shakur, he is just. I don't think Oshae's defensively aware enough to give Shakur too much trouble. Shakur, he's just on a cruise control now when it comes to the guys he's been fighting. And on top of that, he's way bigger than Oshae, bro. I did not think he was that much bigger than him. He stepped in the ring, I was like, oh, snap. That was crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't think Shakur is going to lose that fight.
Adding to his breakdown, Bruce Carrington said Foster is coming into the fight with ambition and may have picked up some useful insight from their past sparring. However, he made it clear those sessions are now outdated, and both fighters have developed since then, especially Shakur Stevenson, who he believes has clearly improved. In the end, he does not currently favor Foster in this match.
He's being very ambitious in this fight, and I also think that in the sparring that they had, he might have found certain things in those sparring that's gonna make the fight interesting. I think so, but it's been a long time since they sparred though. So I think Shakur.
You ever there?
Say it again.
You ever there when they were working?
No, I was never there. I always heard about it though, but it was a while ago. It was such a long time ago. So yeah, Shakur is such a different fighter now. Oshae's also a different fighter now too, but Shakur is a different fighter now.
Adding to that, Coach Bremen Edwards said there is still doubt around Foster's chances against Stevenson, calling it a big but very tough challenge. He respects Foster's skills, but made it clear he would not pick him to beat Stevenson, even though he still considers him competitive against other top fighters in the 130-pound division.
I don't know if he could beat Shakur, but that's a good challenge. I wouldn't favor him over Shakur. I would favor him over the other guys at 130. I didn't know he was, that was a fight for Shakur. I think he'd probably be a little bit more dominant at 130. Shakur is a different animal, but, I respect him for challenging themselves.
Edwards went further in his analysis, saying Stevenson is on an entirely different technical level. He explained that while Foster is a capable boxer, beating Stevenson would take more than just skill, because breaking his rhythm usually requires constant pressure and elite-level consistency from start to finish.
I would not favor Oshae Foster against Shakur, but I'm not going to disrespect Oshae Foster and say he can't win. That's how I am with the fight. I favor Shakur. I don't know, it's going to be very difficult to be smaller than Shakur and coming up and beating him, because you got to put some kind of just that dense body weight and just physical strength on him to just complete. If it's really hard to outbox him, so you got, I don't. Oshae Foster could box his ass off, but I don't know if he could box at the level of being able to outbox Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different level of boxing.
Tim Bradley gave a more balanced take on Foster, highlighting his experience across different weight classes and his ability to adjust to various fighting styles. He praised Foster's toughness and confidence, but also questioned the belief that Stevenson has a major size advantage in this matchup.
Go look at Oshae's record. Go look at him. He's fought at 135, 133, 138, 140. That boy, hey, I told y'all, he show up when he need to show up. Straight off. Outcast. That's what he is. He ain't by no damn rules. He got skills. He about the same size as Shakur, 5'8", 5'7". He got a longer reach than Shakur. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? talking about, oh, he's way bigger. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all have no damn clue. This dude has been fighting at 130 his whole career, but he has jumped up and down for opportunities. He don't give a damn. He that skilled. He that confident in his damn self. Oshae Foster's a real one. And if you didn't know, now you damn know. Nah, we want to see Shakur and Oshae Foster. That's what we want to see.
Bradley also called the fight a very interesting matchup, shaped by contrasting styles and the rising tension between both fighters. In his opinion, the mix of skills from each side creates a strong competitive storyline that fans have been waiting to see play out in the ring.
And then I'm talking about, see, they just be killing the dream, man. They be killing the dream. Straight up. Be saving Shakur ass. Nah, saving his ass. I'm telling y'all. This is the perfect build-up fight. Perfect. Oshae Foster, Shakur Stevenson is the perfect fight. We just had the altercation in the ring. Man, everybody want to see this fight. Yeah, everybody want to see it. It don't get no better than this. Now that they fight, it don't get no, it ain't gonna be great. It's not. He gonna get outboxed. Now that they gonna get outboxed and embarrassed by Foster. Embarrassed. You're gonna see some skills. Some skills from Shakur. You're gonna see some skills from Foster. It's a better fight. And the animosity is already there. Keep the momentum going. Don't stop the momentum.
From a more analytical angle, Sean Zittel views the fight as a technical chess match, but still gives Stevenson the edge. He pointed out that both fighters are comfortable fighting at range, but believes Stevenson's sharper efficiency and ring control would help him win a low-output, tactical battle.
Knocking on the door of the pound-for-pound list now in Oshae Foster, and has earned the kind of opportunity against a name like Shakur Stevenson. So they got heated back and forth. The reality is, though, Shakur's the favorite in that fight. I would have to favor Shakur in that fight. I don't think Oshae Foster can out-Shakur Stevenson. They're both at their best or like to fight a majority of their fights at long range. Oshae Foster steps it up when he needs to. He's clutch, and he's shown some good offense when he steps up his output and puts some punches together in combination. But for a majority of the rounds of his career, he's going to be more of a long-range sniper and a defensive artist. And I think Shakur is a step above him in that class. I think you would see an excellent quality champion against an elite champion. And it would be probably a lot like the Raymond Ford fight. Not a lot of clean punches landed, a chess match, not a whole lot of action. But it would be Shakur who would get the better of this one as opposed to Shaki.
Showbiz pointed out Oshae Foster's strong self-belief going into a potential clash with Shakur Stevenson, saying that confidence is often what pushes fighters into the toughest matchups. He also highlighted the rising tension between the two, suggesting the rivalry is starting to feel more personal as the anticipation continues to build.
But my thing is, it doesn't matter what I think. That's what I love. Oshae Foster feel that he's going to tax Shakur Stevenson's ass, give him BTA, and that's the only one who has to believe it. Let me tell you, you believe it, you can achieve it. So shout out to Foster, because Foster may do something that I don't expect. He said that he'll whoop Shakur's ass. The funny thing is, Shakur Stevenson, I saw his IG. That brother's in the gym. Shakur got a battery in his damn back. And did you hear when Foster said, I whooped your son, now you're next?
Don't disrespect me, bro. Hey, I'm gonna come see you next. You a bitch. I told you I was gonna do your son. I told you I was gonna do your son. And I'm on my. I told you I was gonna do your son.
That was disrespectful. That was mad disrespectful.
That wraps up today's video on Shakur Stevenson's move to Zuffa Boxing, a decision that has triggered major debate across the sport. With his future now connected to a new structure and long-term promotional plans, all eyes are on what big fights could be lined up next for him, and how fast he can step into the biggest matchups this new system is promising. Make sure you subscribe for more boxing updates, fight news, and analysis. This video is created for informational and educational purposes, only to keep the boxing audience updated with the latest news, analysis, and discussions from the sport. All content is presented under fair use guidelines for commentary, criticism, and reporting. To make this video more unique, engaging, and informative for viewers and YouTube, AI assistance has been used in the research and scripting process. No harm, misinformation, or copyright infringement